Well, welcome back, everyone. We have a special guest joining us this morning to talk about an issue that's very near and dear to my heart, to yours too.
Yes.
Senator Joe Baldacci joining us this morning to talk about a resolution that was just introduced down in the legislature, calling to turn November into Pancreatic Cancer Awareness Month.
Yes. Well, first of all, it's a pleasure to see you.
Good to see you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And thank you for having me on. This is really an issue that's near and dear to both of our hearts.
Yeah.
I know that you had a close friend that died very quickly. My dad died at 63.
Yeah.
And from the date of diagnosis to the day he died was about 5 weeks.
Happens so quickly.
It's very quickly. Pancreatic cancer makes up about only 3% of the diagnosed cancers, but it makes up 8 to 9% of the cancer deaths.
It's so aggressive.
Right. It's so aggressive that the efforts to kind of detect it and treat it have been very slow in coming.
Yeah.
But they are coming. There is more research happening. There is somewhat more awareness, but it's still going to be a long time before we can get to a point where we can say that they would have similar chances of survival as other cancers.
Yeah.
So Christina Parrish, who's with the Purple Iris Foundation.
We've had her on here before. Yeah.
She's a stage 4 cancer survivor of pancreatic cancer. And she's an advocate, obviously, for pancreatic cancer awareness and treatment and support for those who are afflicted. So she felt that it was important for Maine to designate November, which would be in keeping with the National Pancreatic Cancer Awareness efforts, as Pancreatic Cancer Awareness Month, which would mean the governor would make a declaration each November and hopefully some other efforts surrounding that with our public health agencies. So I think it's a good thing whenever we can raise awareness and advocate for treatment and research. I think this is an area where it's really needed.
Yeah, that's what we're doing here this morning, just trying to raise awareness about it. You know, you were talking about my friend earlier. I got actually a picture of him. His name is Tom Hotelling, and I went to high school with him down in Texas. There's Tom there on the right. He came up here every year for many years now, and we'd meet up and go up to East Grand and go ice fishing and that sort of thing. I saw him in June at our 40th class reunion. He was great. He was doing great. In October, he called me and let me know he had pancreatic cancer. And by Christmas, he was gone. You know, just devastating to myself, all our families and our friends and whatever. And that's what we're talking about today. The good news is people like Chris Parrish. She's been living for many, many years with the right treatment and early detection. There is hope for people out there.
And we had a number of other cancer survivors down in Augusta testifying. So I'm hopeful that it will improve. But it happens with such lightning speed. That we really need to redouble our efforts, and hopefully more money goes into research, because we need to find better methods to treat it.
Yeah. Where's it stand now? I know you had was it a hearing this week down there?
Well, it was supported by the committee unanimously.
Yeah.
So we'll go to the legislature. I would anticipate it will be passed in the next few weeks and signed by the governor.
Fantastic. Well, we'll have to keep people up to date on that. And what a nice thing that you're doing there.
Well,
one of the many things going on down there. A busy time in Augusta.
Busy time in Augusta. A lot more action to occur, particularly on the budget. But it's great to see you.
All right. Good to see you too.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's a nice thing you're doing. Good to see you, my friend.
Nice thing you're doing.
Thanks for coming in this morning.
Absolutely. Anytime.
All right. We're going to send it back over to Conrad for a look at our forecast.